If you were honest and frank, people may cheat you, but be honest and frank anyways. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? They really are crazy, right? We're looking at green today. Maybe not as much as some of these coins lost. I think I seen Bitcoin getting back up there, though. It was like 6.3, 50, 60, something like that. We'll look at it in a moment. But, I mean, that's a big plus. I mean, we took a little bit of a dip. All coins are all over the place, as always. Market cap under $200 billion, so that really sucks. Right?
Yes, kind of.
So how are you doing today, Samantha? Are you getting through hump day today?
Yeah.
I think I'm feeling a little rougher today than normal.
It's been really hot. It started cooling off, and this whole week so far, it's been really, really hot.
Yeah.
And you went outside.
So, hey, Samantha, would you mind pulling up one of those wonderful screen shares so we can go ahead and take a look at this coin market cap together, see exactly what we got going on out there in these markets? All right. Thank you, Samantha. And thank you for refreshing it. All right. $6,339. It's up not even a full percent, 0.66% right there. I mean, I'm not disappointed with this Bitcoin price. Are you?
No.
I mean, anything above 5 is going to be a good day. I mean, I don't know. We keep hearing talk all over the place. Institutional investors, this and that. You know, it's like, it seems like cryptocurrency is getting to the point where, you know, you had this great ideal in the beginning and it was very pure and innocent. And now time has gone on and a lot of people have went and gotten this. And now the water has gotten a little muddy and it's got a little murky. And I think as time continues to go on, just like everything that's very pure in life, it gets dirty and murky along the way. So, I mean, we all have to just hold true.
I don't know. I don't even think if it dropped really low that I would be. I mean, I'm not getting, you know, like, I don't know. Even if it dropped really low, I would have faith that it would go back up. Like, even if it was like 3,000, I would be all like, well, that really sucks.
All right, there we go. We're continuing to add more coins to the cryptocurrency market here with 1,977 coins. Definitely on our way to 2K. You think we'll have 2K by Friday? Or you think we're going to have to be looking at like mid next week before we have 2,000 different cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap?
It seems like there's 10 more like every day. So maybe I would, I mean.
Well, I mean, at that rate, we're only looking at 2.3 days. All right. Well, there we go. We got the market cap, $197 billion. Not awesome in my book, but hey, cryptocurrency, everyone's been talking about November. We're heading there. I don't know. 2019 still is definitely something I'm looking forward in my book. All right. BTC dominance, 55.4%. All right. What do we got going on here with Ethereum? Holding on to $200. Boom. Big plus for a lot of people right there. That's up 3.3%. We got XRapid. Wow. 31.9 cents. That's up 9.3%. What do you think about that one, Samantha? Boo? No, this is just more of that buy the rumor, sell the news. We're hearing for sure that like we're going to be seeing the XRapid product out and being used next month, within a month. So, you know, this is people just loading up on these, hoping that when it actually happens, the price will go up. But hey, I'm not going to down anybody. I mean, we have seen that this coin can shoot way up there real fast. When I got into cryptocurrency, it was sub pennies. I mean, even though I don't believe in it, I mean, it would have completely changed my life. Totally. We'd have been flying the jets. We would have been the G5 people if I had bought it back then.
Didn't we mine it like when it was sub?
No, it isn't mineable.
Oh, then no. Oh, it was the other one. Oh.
We used to mine Bytecoin.
Yes.
All right. Bitcoin Cash coming in at $427. That's up almost 0.5%. Not too bad there. We got EOS up to $5. Nice. Heading towards that 550, right, Samantha? You know that's where you think you love it. All right, that's up 1.8%. Not too bad of some gains there. I mean, we got to get the momentum a little bit going more here to get us back to where we were before we took that dip yesterday, the blood in the market, I guess you'd like to call it. We got Stellars at 20 cents, 20.5 cents. That's up 1.6% as well. We got Litecoin, $53.04. Not bad. I mean, I'd like to see it back up to 65, 75.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was saying, the $100.
I don't know. $100 Litecoin always seems real good to me. All right, let's see what else we got going on. We got Tether at $1. Let's head down here to Steam. And 79 cents, sliding backwards 4.8%. Not too bad considering what when we checked yesterday at this time we were up 10%. So a little bit of a retracement there.
Yeah.
All right, let's head back up to the top and take a look at what we got going on with the Steam. Back dollar. And boom, 97.4 cents. It's down 2.1%. I mean, it's still telling us that altcoins are undervalued and they got some room to grow. I just, you know, it's that shake the magic 8-ball feeling though. Is it going to be this year? Is it going to be next year? You know, how quick is it going to be until we can get to that point in the market again where everybody's a little exuberant about it? They're seeing some embracement of the technology. You know, last night I was sitting around and I was thinking about some of this stuff, and it is pretty much like there's a lot of projects out there, but how many are you using on a weekly basis even? Well, I mean, I know I'm using Bitcoin on a weekly basis. I know I've been using Ethereum, you know, more and more progressively as time has been going on this year. So, but besides that, you know, as far as all of these other coins, all of these other platforms, you know, where is the real value at? You know, I mean, yes, these things are great ideals. Yes, these things have great, you know, potential to become something in the future for a specific or specialized market. But it's still starting to sound like a little bit of a pipe dream on a lot of this stuff, considering that this technology is not advancing as fast as a lot of people were hoping it was last year. It's just, you know, I always have to take a more defensive stance on my financial situation. So I guess that's the projection I portray out here is that I don't necessarily want to put my money into something where it's going to be overly volatile, especially if we're going to use Bitcoin as our comparison. And that's kind of how I feel about a lot of these projects.
Right, when people say, oh, Bitcoin's so volatile. Well, you really don't want to go even more.
Go look at some of these altcoins under the 300s. Okay, let's move on. Let's, boom, tally account. As I keep plugging away every single day because we're trying to dollar cost average our way to the Electric Daisy Carnival so that we can spread the great word of Bitcoin to the masses. We think that this would be a good audience to be able to be very receptive. We're just looking to help you guys pretty much help fund, get us there, get our tickets to get us in the door and pay for the flyers. We're also going to be putting up financial funds with this as well to be able to accommodate ourselves. So, I mean, this is a great way to be able to help spread the word of Bitcoin without actually having to, you know, break your standard routine. It's hard. Everybody has time crunch issues. There's never enough hours in the day to spend with your family and at work. Who has time to go out there and spread the word of Bitcoin?
Yeah, and what, we're going to get 500 flyers?
Yes, that's what we're looking at, is 500 flyers.
So even if for some reason we really go flyer happy and like run out or something, then we just do little interviews with people and talk about Bitcoin.
Yes, I definitely plan on trying to get as many photos as we can get, and trying to see if we can't do a small video. They had, you know, some requirements I was looking at on the website, and we don't have a GoPro. So besides having a GoPro, we don't have any camera equipment that we're really going to be able to bring in because this camera equipment is set up more for laptops and on tripods.
Yeah,
so
it's not mobile. Like,
right.
yeah.
So we're going to be having to use probably your cell phone, I think, is the best of our 3 cell phones that we have.
Yes.
So, I mean, I will definitely have some evidence for you of this happening because I'm hoping that maybe with this event, it'll help promote the channel a little bit more, give it a little bit of something different than what the other people were doing. I know a lot of people were talking about Thomas when he was going out there and on Fremont
right?
Street, yeah, passing out flyers. Unfortunately, that one didn't take off so well for him, but I think we're actually might find a receptive audience here. And I think that we have a great flyer here that's going to not only show people what Bitcoin is, but also give them the necessary tools to get them started, like getting them, you know, Andreas Antonopoulos's words into their ear so that they can hear and understand that they need to purchase and that they're early investors and that this isn't about getting rich overnight. And then on top of this, getting them the Samurai wallet and connecting them directly with Coinbase instead of possibly a lot of the scammy situations that are out there that leave a bad taste in your mouth.
I don't know, you know, that article that we were reading a couple of days ago or whatever was like the survey about how like 90% of millennials do not trust or want to use banks in any way.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm thinking like a giant caged in area of millennials. So how can't that work? Like,
all right, well, let's go ahead and let's stop this screen share. Oh, well, actually, we are getting a little bit closer to the deadline, though, people. We have 39 days. We have dropped under the 40 mark. So we are definitely looking towards getting closer to that $7 a day mark in order to be able to make it on time. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop the screen share. Let's pull up the camera so we can see what we got going on here. Let's pop out the chat for Samantha so she can communicate with all of you guys out there in crypto land who's having a cup of coffee with me. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I really do appreciate it. See, I already know that today's a Wednesday show, so we're not going to have a lot of viewers out here. Cryptocurrency space, you can tell that with this, bear market that there's not quite what it was last year. I mean, it seemed like you could have gotten in this space and made horrible videos. Oh, wait, I did.
Yeah, you did.
And you could still pick up thousands of followers and get people to help fund your channel and purchase you equipment to be able to try to make better videos. I really appreciate everything you guys have done for me. This is amazing. And I'm glad that I can at least continue to show you that I am faithful to this stuff and that I love Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and that I'm honest and genuine to my word as I stand out here every single day that I possibly can and continue to preach the word of Bitcoin and how it's the people's money and it's going to completely revolutionize the future of finance and how getting in now is the best thing you can possibly do.
Benson is here.
All right.
Paul Rouleau is here. JT Irby is here. Aw.
Awesome.
They all are saying good morning. Patience and Vention is saying patience, brothers and sisters.
Yes. Patience is a virtue.
I mean, and Paul Rouleau says that he has another donation coming today.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
And Vention says it's his Friday. Oh yeah, because you have like Thursday. Yeah,
Oh, today's your last 2 days were your days off. Today you go back to work.
And then I have tomorrow off as well. Yeah, my job sucks.
All right. So what do we got for the news? What can we get the ball rolling here with some conversation? Well, what do you guys think about that story about those fake EOS coins? I thought that one was a little funny. I mean, at the same time, that guy was super clever.
It was like sad funny, like, because it's like, oh, and then it's like, damn. You were a smart man.
I don't know. I had seen these kinds of concepts in the decentralized exchange making false coins or coins that weren't really worth anything and trying to make fake volume in them. You've seen a little bit of this at the Ether Delta and Fork Delta and all of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, this is just growing pains for EOS as far as I'm concerned. It's really not that big of a deal considering that all cryptocurrencies have to do their time, through these problems, because I'm sure, I mean, they're really centralized over there with their 21 block propagators that they're going to be able to quickly implement some code where you're not going to be able to make, another coin called EOS on EOS. So
yeah, because that was the glitch, right? Was that you could name your coin
anything. Right? And the guy was just, I mean, that's just some out of the box thinking, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you can, when you're in the cryptocurrency space, you're pretty much dealing with the brightest of the brightest. It seems like you're dealing with the people that are very technologically savvy and can see that the fiat dollar system and the way the government operates is kind of this hamster wheel situation, and that this is the next step. This is what America and the world needs in order to be able to become more of what we really want in the future, where everyone is equal to each other. The world problems aren't financial with the 1%ers and all of that we can all share this earth together equally.
The turkeys are coming.
They heard us talking. Has anybody in the chat got anything to say about the EOS? It's just standard news at this point to hear about these hacks and these scams and people getting ripped off. I mean, as far as I know, the fundamental reasons are still here. Bitcoin is a better form of money than fiat. Bitcoin is decentralized, borderless transactions. And if I started a dollar cost average this stuff now while the price is down, and I put it in a hardware wallet that, yes, I know doesn't have my 100% monetary sovereignty involved, but I can trust Ledger. You know, I mean, I do still control my private keys in that hardware wallet. I know that down the road, if something were to happen with Ledger, like the federal government came in and shut them down and their nodes, I would still be able to find a way to get it off of my hardware wallet. There would be some form of code, or I run my own node, or whatever it took to make it happen. So as long as I buy Bitcoin and I put it on my hardware wallet and I don't get fudded out, I mean, that's the hardest part of all of it, is that I don't buy in to, you know, the look over here and the look over here and the can you give me your Bitcoin because I got 3 more for you in a week type stuff. Because soon it's going to get harder. Soon it'll be countries, it'll be big business, it'll be major players in the world seeing what Bitcoin really is. And then, you know, right now it's just the scammers looking to get your Bitcoin so they can turn it into fiat dollars. But soon it's going to be the big players trying to get your Bitcoin because they want your Bitcoin, because they know what it's going to be. You know, can you imagine when Microsoft says, we need Bitcoin, this is the future? What are they going to start offering you?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we do control a lot of it. Not me personally, I wish I did, but just us as the people, you know, Bitcoin is out there. All right, so what else do we got going on? We got Lightning Labs. They're releasing a new desktop app. Boom, big plus, Lightning development. This is exactly what we're looking for. This is, you know, some of the scaling stuff. I mean, there is nothing better than these second-tier solutions in order to scale a cryptocurrency. So that way we can implement all of these different, I don't know what you want to call them, side chains that have all of the altcoin abilities that we've been testing, you know, like the privacy and the possible governance and all of this. As we're seeing that they work, now we'll be able to make side chains on top of Bitcoin in order to be able to perform these same exact actions, and it not necessarily need consensus and all of these other things. You just make the side chain, and as long as people go and use it, just like an altcoin, then it gets adoption. All right. And I mean, so as we're looking at Lightning Labs, they're talking about they got a complete code rewrite on this. So apparently, I guess I didn't see the original or whatever. So I don't know if it was bad or if they just, you know, were able to make it that much better with the newer developments. Because, you know, Lightning hasn't been out forever, and every single day, you know, they're working on that and trying to make it better for the world. But they're saying that with this, they got security, simplicity, testability, and a new easy user interface. So, I mean, easy user interface is always a big plus, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency, because that is going to be one of the hurdles that have to be hopped over.
Yes.
I mean, you know, just think of your grandmother, Samantha. Think of her walking into a store and needing to pull out her cell phone and be able to pay for something at the counter on the Lightning Network with Bitcoin.
It needs to be super easy. I
mean, when you can see that date, then you know that we've gotten to mass adoption. And I just, like you're saying, well, I mean, how long is, I mean, technology develops quickly. I mean, yes. How long, I mean, when I was a child, we had dial-up. I remember having dial-up. I remember having the 14.4 modem. I remember my grandparents being absolutely mad that I didn't get off the internet trying to play World of Warcraft and everything like that, and being in Yahoo or AOL chat rooms. So it really wasn't that long ago. That was 20 years ago. I'm pretty sure that we can develop these user interfaces for Bitcoin where it's going to work seamlessly in the background, and we're not necessarily going to even know that we're using Bitcoin.
Right.
Within 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, would you like to retire? I mean, it seems to also line up with when I'd like to retire. I'd like to retire in 7 to 10 years. So as soon as I can start using my Bitcoin to pay for stuff, boom, big plus.
That's some super early retirement.
What? But I'd like to enjoy my life, Samantha.
That is the point of early retirement.
All right. So what else we got going on here? We got the BOCT. All right. Well, a lot of people are hoping for this one. A lot of people are really exuberant about this one because it's going to be a little different than some of the other future markets. They're looking at how they're going to be settling in physical Bitcoins upon request. That's a big plus, that they're going to have to be holding these Bitcoins in the background. They're talking about quite a few pairings with the USD, the GBP, and the UR, or the EUR, the Euro. I don't know. We read an article this morning with about the CEO or with the CEO.
Yes, the Kelly
something. Loeffler. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Leo Leffer. I don't even know.
Loeffler. I'd say Loeffler. Kelly Loeffler.
Loeffler.
All right. So we read the article. Horrible article. Oh. It was. I mean, I don't know really what it was saying. I mean, I read the whole thing like twice because I didn't get it the first time.
I read it
and I don't know if it's just that I'm stupid or if it's the morning or what it was, but it really didn't say all that much. It was just pretty much saying how they're going to be having Bitcoin futures, that they're going to have it, you know, you're going to be able to settle it in physical Bitcoin. It's like, okay, we already knew this. They're talking about how they want to help create a better market, you know, with more liquidity of these cryptocurrencies. It's like, yeah, we know this. So it was pretty much a repeat of all the things that we've already kind of heard about this bucked. I'd like to hear some new news. I mean, I think that's more what the problem was, is that my anticipation and expectations of the article was, is that I'm ready and juicy for some new news here. I want to hear, you know, what the next part of it is. When's a launch date? What's an interface look like? What are we going to be looking at on it? I know we're talking about institutional investors, but we're also talking about these institutional investors could be doing something for the price. So it's like, you know, should I be trying to be prepared for some price increases? Or are we going to be looking at some downward trends in the market? It's just another one of those things that technical analysis can't determine or tell you. So you kind of want to keep your eye on it, because it's one of those things that's going to throw a monkey wrench into the price at some point here. Just like we could potentially be looking at the Mt. Gox coins, you know, about $1 billion worth of them getting dumped back in the market if everybody that gets them decides that they want out of Bitcoin, you know, between now and February 14th, Valentine's Day. So, I mean, this is why technical analysis doesn't work in this kind of a smaller emerging market. So, you know, never put your full stock in it. You kind of just have to keep your eye, you know, to the horizon and see everything that's coming at you, and know that your fundamental reasons are not price based today, tomorrow, this month, next month, this year even. Because if it is, you might be in it for the wrong reasons. You may be over invested. You may need to go figure out about getting a day job because we, you know, there's always the potential on cryptocurrencies to see all new lows, just like you could see all new highs.
Vention says he envies you. High tech for me as a kid was a touch tone phone.
I was very lucky. My grandfather he liked technology. So he went out and he provided
our older man. He really did
he provided those things for our household. And of course, it wasn't one of those things like, oh, you're a child and you can't touch it. It was here, you know, play with the computer. Don't break it, but you know, have at the computer, have at the internet. You know, he didn't mind paying for the extra services. I mean, he got me a cell phone. I had one of those big old cell phones. You know, my grandparents loved me very dearly when it came to things like that. And I do have to thank them for the technology that they provided me, because it did lead me down a completely different path in my life, as if I didn't have any technology, because I liked it as a child. I liked technology in high school and continued to develop skills and continue along, you know, understanding it. And then I embraced it in college and, you know, went for my A+ certification. So, and now here I am continuing to love technology, which allowed me to see cryptocurrency for what it is, instead of being like, I don't understand. What do you mean computers and codes and hash algorithms and mining and ones and zeros?
Vention says, and now I'm typing this from my waterproof pocket supercomputer in the shower.
I didn't know. I don't want to know that he's in the shower.
Oh, he's always in the shower. Well, he's always having to get ready, because this is the butt crack of dawn for him, Eugene.
That is very true. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and checking out another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee with me, and having a cup of coffee and hearing my thoughts. You know, I mean, they may not be the Bitcoin guru that, you know, Jimmy Song could be or is, but I think that my 2 cents at least come from the common man. I mean, I'd like to think of myself that way. So, I mean, this is kind of what I would like to think that a lot of other people are thinking.
We're generally good mood people. So if nothing else, we're sending good vibes your way, you know, like, yeah.
Samantha, that was funny. All right, you guys.
I love it.
So we're looking at an amazing show on Saturday with Sarah from Altcoin Buzz Ladies. That's going to be a big plus. And we're looking at, I got some confirmation yesterday from the crypto type. He's going to be joining us on Sunday. What did I say?
Oh, 7, I think.
5?
5.
Crap. I'll let you guys know for sure. I think it was 5 p.m. I'll be posting them beforehand. But I mean, that's amazing. So with Sarah, we're going to be talking about,
we don't know,
news, live Q&A. We're going to try to just talk to her about what she has going on, maybe a little bit about her being a female in the space, because we do know that the space is mostly male oriented.
Yes.
On Sunday's talk with the crypto type, we'll be talking about probably EOS. As far as I am aware, I mean, we didn't converse about it too much. All of his videos lately have been about EOS. So I'm sure that he has more knowledge on this than I do. So I'm going to see if I can't maybe pick his brain on that a little bit, see if we can't find out some more about this centralized cryptocurrency and, you know, what the big fuss is about it. And if maybe we want to start diversifying some of our portfolio in it potentially. I mean, like I do say, the world is full of gray matters, and this could be one of them. You know, centralized services do exist, and centralized services do make money, and we do all have bills to pay.
Vengeance says, sorry, until Bitcoins go back up, I have to work.
I agree with you there too, my man. I took a little break as well, and there is not that much money in this area, so you got to go out there and make it. People don't have money to buy stuff. I mean, you can buy broken stuff and fix it all day long to make yourself a job, but then on the backside of it, you know, if there's not a ton of people out there in order, you know, wanting to buy. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here, as I keep telling you. As always, all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down below. I got my free email help desk service, or you can hit me up on Twitter. Over 1,100 followers there. People talk to me daily. It seems like over there, that's a big plus. I've really been enjoying that. Besides that, donational addresses to help fund the channel. And I'd rather have you give to the EDC fund, crypto offsets. All right, you guys. Have a great day. And remember, keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.